The Sydney-Hobart boat racing, a exhausting and potential hazardous 628 maritime of Sydney downward the east shore of Australia, through the shameful base voice passage to Hobart, Tasmania. Amateurish crews in little yachts racing near large-name vocational sailors in many millions buck rocket ships, all intention on inbound in Hobart in one chunk entails to speak and drinks to be immersed. The year symbolism the 73rd publication of the classical Bluewater Racing. There's witchy requirement to aware, the news story one of the favorites for link honors, the 100FOOT Excellent Maxi Savage Oats 11, was affected by Thunderbolt Saturday in Sydney, injuring a quantity of airborne navigation computers. The screw of an electric tempest hit the 45-gauge top carbon sequestration pole of the 8-time link honors victor, that was on shore in a crib at Woolwich Dock exposed before race checks. Racing favorite LDV Comanche was birthed following to Savage Oats but escaped any harm. Competing Excellent Maxi Dark Nest has financed Savage Oats several replace trimming of machinery. How's the ghost how exists at the Standard of Sea race, told Savage Oats 11 proprietor Sand Oatley, son of the deceased entrepreneur and vine manufacturer Bob Oatley. 2 years ago Savage Oats 11 crushed its grotto in brutal winds time shipping downward Australia's east shore in the Sydney-Hobart. Recent year it incurred harm to the hydraulic utilized to work the hypocritical keel and had to depart of the racing. I'd love to believe the is the tertiary hit while it comes to bad good luck for Savage Oats 11 in the Hobart racing, told Captain Mark Richards. The year box dates 1 p.m. begin in Sydney's Opera Building and Harbour Axle as a background giving a amazing sight for the thousands of spectators pad the beach, on water on boats or observer on TV. The Navy races out among the heads and turns southward in the Tasman Sea for a length drag downward the southwest shore of Australia, occasionally fleeing by spinnaker, occasionally cladding rigid headwinds. The yachts can be whatever up to 40 miles offshore but display their stance in the Navy via the web racing tracker and 2 times every day wireless skeds, planned telephone call. The path later conducted the yachts through the base voice passage, that separates Australia and Tasmania, and can be type or evil depending on its sentiment. At Tasman Isle the Navy turns law in Tempest Bay for the definitive tactics sailing up the Derwent inland to Tasmania Equity, Hobart. The Navy on 100 yachts range of amateurish crews on minimal-sized boats of 30 feet up to the 100-leg giants in their pro list of employed hands and mouth-dropping budgets will competition the racing. A grotto one on the largest yachts can price way more than rather than $100,000. 4 persons Excellent Maxis will link up the year, Savage Oats 11, LDV Comanche, Dark Nest and Infotrack, all of that include 1 link honors in the history. Australia's ex-America's Bowl-winning captain Jimmy Spithill will sailing on LDV Comanche, newly acquired by chartered engineering and entrepreneur Jim Cooney. His compatriot Tom Slingsby, else ex-America's Cup victor and Olympic medalist who won link honors on Eternal Loyalist recent year, will racing on Infotrack, belonging by legislative software program dictator Believer Beck. The senior ship in the racing is the 86-year-old Wood Dorade, a renowned classical race in its at first Sydney to Hobart. The accounting records in 2016, Eternal Loyalist won link honors, the at first ship, irrelevant of grade, to crucifix the complete link, in a new recording of 1 date, 13 several hours, 31 protocol and 20 seconds. The Excellent Maxi ruined the recording of 1 date, 18 several hours, 23 protocol set by Savage Oats 11 in 2012. The Obstacle Award, for the fastest ship relying on regulated period, onto amount and some factors, is named as the Tattersall's Bowl. Recent year's victor, a 70-leg New Zealand ship mentioned Giacomo, before Groupama 4, victor of the 2011 to 2012 Volvo Sea Racing, took fare above 2 days 16 several hours to full the path. Savage Oats 11 is the just boat some rather than inauguration victor Ronnie in 1945 to bracket the racing triple of racing recording, link and obstacle honors in the identical year, 2005, 2012. It was as well the recent of 6 yachts to include reached link and obstacle honors in the identical racing. Australia yachts Freya and Loving and War include both of one obstacle honors a recording 3 times. The dangers. The racing is a severe enterprise in yachts and crews possessing to meet admissibility requirements to provide they are fit for the problem. The occasion is yet persecuted by the tragical 1998 publication, while a forcible tempest decimated the Navy on the other date. Winds gusting up to 80 knots, 90 mph, and enormous seas leftward. 6 sailors' corpse, 5 yachts lose and 7 neglected. Of the 115 starters, just 44 yachts finished the racing. A future 56 human beings were saved in the greatest time of peace searching and save mission statement in Australia.